I guess, I mean, pretty much it's, to me, a restaurant, any business is really the same foundation. If you don't have a passion for it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 to 5 is the same thing as when you work for yourself. Except for when you work for yourself, you do have to motivate yourself to get that paycheck versus that paycheck coming to you. So if you don't have a passion for something, whether it's a restaurant or whatever, then it's not going to work. But if you got a passion for cooking and things like that, and you want to start your own restaurant, my advice would be to do what we did, and a lot of people don't even know we did, is before we even sold our first item, we had families and friends test it. We worked on perfecting it to the way that we felt comfortable to releasing it to the public. And the food we were making at home was beautiful. But then we was like, okay, let's make sure that this ain't just us. Make sure this ain't just ego saying that this is some good food. You get what I'm saying? So let's we had a family and friends day at our house. They came through and we fed them free food and just had a whole list of stuff, a chart basically where they could check off what they did and didn't like. So I mean, like, if you really want to start, like, and you don't have the capital to do that, and you want to build it up from the ground, I would say to first start with your families and friends and make sure that what you got is something that works for you. We realized there was a niche in the market too, so we're not just making food. We're out here realizing, okay, there's a space for what we got, and there's a gap in that. And if you can find these gaps in these industries, and you have the product to fill in these gaps, then you can be very successful.
All right. So, how did you come up with the name Philly Pete?
Born in Philly.
Okay.
Born in Philly. My family's from Philly, and then we specialize in Philly cheesesteak stuff. So we was at the house. I remember Queen, Rox, and myself, and I was like, I heard something in me say Philly vegan. I was like, oh, that's pretty catchy. But I was like, at first, doubt in your head will tell you don't know nothing, but I was like, yo, what do y'all think about Philly vegan? And they was like, that sounds good. That sounds really good. It sounds different. And then what I liked about it is, from a marketing standpoint, if we call it Philly vegan, but we're not Philly, people gonna be wondering why.
Right.
So we wanted to be a household name. So if we had started in Philly, you could always say, okay, Philly vegan is Philadelphia, which it still has that in there, but it's in Richmond. So that makes you think about, okay, I see Philly vegan, but I don't want people to think that when you see Philly vegan, you're just only supposed to get it from Philly. I want them to get it to the point where it's not in Philly, but one day it's going to be in Philly. You get what I'm saying? But that's not what people are going to think about when they see Philly vegan. They're going to think Philly vegan, not a specific place, but a brand.
That's dope. That's super dope. I like how you came up with that, man. That's super dope. So like as far as vegan food, right? Have you been vegan your whole life, or is this something new for you?
Yeah. I was eating. When I was a kid, my favorite food was pork chops. And then a sister that I was dating when I was like about 18, who was a 7-day Adventist, put me on to how pork can work for us. And from there I stopped eating pork. And then later on, and probably like when I was about 30, my early 30s, I stopped eating beef. And then Queen used to be really horny when it came to eating. So we started being vegetarian, and it was hard to get over cheese. And I watched What the Health, the show, this documentary on Netflix, and that helped a lot. And then after that, I was like, what would it like to be vegan? And I meditate and exercise and regular and things like that. So at the time, I was really in tune with feeling how the transition and the transformation of me was going. So then I just changed over, and then I just started eating a plant-based diet. But, not to cut you off, but one thing that we realized, again, like I said, have a passion and realize how you can put your path and what you're going through into your business. We realized it was tough getting through these certain stages, and lots of times, like eating salads and stuff like that, no matter, how hard you want to go with it, sometimes it's like the discipline isn't there due to the fact that you've been programmed and your cells been programmed, your mind's been programmed to eat this certain type of way for so long. So we were like, what if we make food that reminds people of what they used to eat but doesn't have dairy and meat in it? And that's what we recognize that a lot of people have a hard time doing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, I had one of your Philly cheesesteaks here, man. Woo! Delicious, man. With the mushrooms on there.